We're in Haus der Kulturen der Welt, or House of the Cultures of the World, which is appropriate because this is where we're beginning our two-day conference looking for European citizenship. Organized by Citizens for Europe with the help of many partners, this two-day conference will examine citizenship issues in the European Union. We hope you enjoy.
First of all, I welcome you all to the official opening of the conference looking for European citizenship. The association now has been established by a group of young academics, young professionals from all over Europe that are situated in Berlin and said, well, it's nice to be a European citizen, but something is lacking. And the what is lacking, this we also see in the next couple of sessions. Enjoy.
We're in the main auditorium where two of the first public panel sessions are going to take place this morning. They're going to give us a little bit of theoretical background to guide us into the conference. Welcome.
I think the questions you have identified are very challenging indeed. What I would like to do in this keynote is focus on the concept of European Union citizenship as it is now given in the treaty text, and also on its shortcomings.
I'm a little bit afraid that changing the world in Europe takes a bit time.
President Barroso made it very clear in his guidelines for the Barroso II Commission, for this Commission now, that citizenship is at the heart of his policies.
I'd like to begin by a rather provocative remark. I think what exists is under heavy attack right now. I mean, there's a lot of right-wing parties, extreme right-wing parties getting into power, and a lot of our efforts have to go into defending what exists. So let's get a bit real here.
But also, it is important to retain this sense of vision precisely because there is an increased right-wing populism and there is a backlash against multiculturalism. So perhaps the solution to this is not to be real, but to be visionary.
Furthermore, I think that the younger generation is more aware of European Union and Union citizenship.
Hi, I'm here right now with one of the conference participants. I'm going to ask him what he thinks about the conference. Hi, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm from the Charles University from Prague. I'm doing my PhD research on diversity, on integration of migrants, especially the third country nationals. Therefore, it's a quite interesting thing to be here.
We're actually supporting the conference with an exhibition called New Young Europeans, which is very much about looking at young people and their contributions to Europe, regardless of their backgrounds, but looking at how European society is changing very much.
A lot of projects, a lot of thoughts, a lot of people researching on it.
This is the EU, European citizens. This is us, third country residents with no rights. We can't go back, we can't go forward.
We aim to really focus on the practical implications these concepts have and on strategies by means of which we can actually turn the normative, turn the theory into practical realities.
My mandate was to focus on the implementation of a progressive EU citizenship, and I interpreted this as a citizenship based on residence. If you share my vision of the EU as a community of communities, its system of citizenship surely cannot replicate what exists at the national level.
In fact, what you have is a system of rights and duties at the national level, and we don't have the same situation of rights and duties at the European levels. You don't pay taxes for Europe. The problem is to connect the normal citizen to all this movement which goes every day to Brussels, and then to give it influence.
We just finished with lunch. This afternoon, the participants are working in working groups where they're going to discuss different aspects of EU citizenship in a lively debate. Let's go in and take a listen, but be quiet. How are you enjoying the conference so far?
I'm really enjoying it. What I really like about this conference is that it is set up as it has a very original setup. It is not like other conferences you go to where you hear people talk, you have some questions, you debate them, and that's it. Here people are more active, and it brings up new perspectives. The other thing I like is that you have people from different backgrounds. It's not only academics or students or people from civil society, so you have a combination of people with different perspectives looking at the same problems. What was quite new to me is the possibility to sort of promote union citizenship and then through national parliaments. And then the idea about the vote exchange is really new to me, and I really like that idea.
Now it's time to look, to move forward, to move to the project fair inputs.
At the end, we didn't reach an agreement on where Europe stops.
We have the third country nationals who have less rights than EU citizens and who have less rights than EU citizens who live outside of the EU.
You needed migrants to increase knowledge and create a knowledge-based economy.
Then another question was, well, if we have the European Citizens Initiative, will we make use of it?
It is maybe new in that respect, that is, we could redefine the language of duties and loyalty that is so much connected to national citizenship.
A European holiday, because each country has a national holiday. Why not make a European holiday? Then 9th of May, you know, people are free, it's nice, you can travel, visit a neighboring country. Why not?
So my first question is maybe the toughest, and that is, what was the toughest unresolved issue in your corner?
So what is unresolved? What are the best methods to get average citizen into democratic discourses and make them use their democratic participation tools they have?
How to make the relevant information available for the people when they need it.
The next question I have for you is, what did you learn in your corner?
Very often, third country nationals care about European citizenships much more than European citizens themselves.
To think about models and concepts of citizenship more abstract.
We're here at the second day of the conference, here in the Citizens for Europe office. Today we have an input speech to begin with, before going into a 4-hour-long open space and finishing up with action planning.
I would like to introduce to you Professor Dr. Andrea Vimala, who is to give us a heads up on strategy and how to implement strategies for NGOs in the political sphere.
So you'll basically begin to have research on campaigns, on party campaigns, on corporate campaigning and on NGO campaigning only for the last 15 to 20 years. And I think sort of the main line or the main research results are campaigns do matter, campaigns can have a tremendous effect.
Right now the participants are in open space, so let's go see what they're discussing. Can I interrupt you for a second to just give an overview of what it is that you're talking about for CFE TV?
It started with understanding a formal concept of a European citizenship, and then we tried to come up with things that are good about it. And now we came back to the ever-evolving question of how implementing it and how getting all the European citizens agreeing to it and wanting it. I think that's right. Is that correct? Yeah.
Thank you very much. We're getting ready to wrap up the second day. We've had a lot of interesting discussions throughout the day, but all good things must come to an end. So let's just get one last opinion before we go. Hi, what have you thought of the conference in general?
Well, I thought it was wonderful. It's been the first time that I've been to such a conference where you didn't have just only academics but also people from civil society. I guess a lot of people will go home with a lot of new ideas and the possibility to maybe implement some of these ideas that have been developed.
Thank you very much.
Seneca said in the past that the only thing that we really own is our own time. We don't own wealth, our own time. And we are here for about 70 years, 75, 80. We have to make a difference.
Wow.